Merry Christmas, everybody.
Feliz Navidad.
We just thought we'd nip on to say Merry Christmas. We've just hit 2,000 subscribers, haven't we? So we just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's supported us and has subscribed, because God knows why you'd have.
Obviously the quality editing.
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve right now. We're just having a drink. I'm in my Christmas Eve pyjamas that my mum and dad bought me, because yes, 41, my mum and dad still buy me Christmas Eve pyjamas. Does anyone else still get Christmas Eve pyjamas?
No.
No, he doesn't wear pyjamas.
I haven't even ironed this, let alone get me festive jumper on.
He is a proper Scrooge.
But I have decided to treat myself to some fancy little beers. I went to Morrison's the other day and got a little selection of some real wacky flavours. And this is a Brewdog layer cake, marshmallow and chocolate stout. This is very likely to be, fucking hell, it's 7%.
It sounds friggin' disgusting.
So,
I'm not well.
Sarah's had a little cold.
She's had a bad cold all week. It still worked.
First off, it smells like beer.
It smells a little bit marshmallowy. Oh, it's like, oh no.
It's a stout.
It looked quite pink when it first came out. That looks friggin' disgusting.
Oh, she's a dark one. Don't really do stout, but now and again I just think we'll have a go.
Nice.
It's not as weird as you expect it to be.
It looks like dandelion and burdock.
Anyway.
So the reason we've come on anyway is to discuss, I think we mentioned it in one of our videos, didn't we? Well, it was the video where we went to the cottage.
Yes.
And we'd said we were up for possibly arranging a night away in the cottage for up to, including us, 10 people. So whether that's 5 couples including us or 10 people in total.
There's a little bit of flexibility there because it all depends on who's coming and what you're sleeping in. That's a strong one, that.
So what we'd say is, if you want to come, what's the date we're thinking of going?
Hang on a minute.
Feliz Navidad.
We've booked the cottage, we've paid for it, and we invite you to come with us on Saturday the 4th of February. The reason we chose that date is because we've got a few bits on in February. January's not the best month for most people, and if you are travelling, fuel isn't cheap, so...
It's cheaper now than it was.
It's cheaper now than it was, but all we ask is £10 a head.
We'll get the food.
If there's any money, we're not here to make any money out of it. I think it cost about 80 or 90 quid a night for the cottage for the group. So what we'll do is £10 a head for everybody who comes. Just pay us cash when you get there. I'm not bothered about deposits and all that crap. Pay us £10 a head when you get there, and we'll bring some beers and we'll bring a few pizzas or whatever, and
maybe some sausages or burgers or...
Yeah, we'll bring some bits. Obviously bring your own stuff as well. You know, I'm not a catering manager, but I don't mind throwing a few bits on.
And depending on the weather, we could possibly have a barbecue outside. There's a fire pit, isn't there? All weather dependent, but it's just going to be a nice relaxed weekend. Do what you want to do, don't do what you don't want to do. Whether that's go for a walk, chill out in the area, completely up to you. It's just above Betsy Cottage. You could go down into Betsy Cottage if you wanted to, if you didn't want to spend a whole day with people.
Betsy Cottage.
Betsy Cottage.
Excuse me. As I mentioned in the cottage video as well, for anyone who hasn't watched till the end of that off-grid cottage, Snowdonia, whatever I bloody called at the time, video, if you didn't make it to the end, we kind of invited people along to come and spend a night with us in this cottage. I'm not a social butterfly, and I wouldn't normally ask people to come and meet us because it's been out of your comfort zone and all that crap. Anyway, I'm waffling. All I'd say is The reason we're inviting people is because we just think some people need to see something like this, and it's not the type of thing you'd find on your own or accidentally. Come and have a nice warm evening in front of the fire with a few beers, pizza, crisps, whatever you want, and just get to know each other.
I think that's the other thing, is he's saying he's not a social butterfly, but I think from sort of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and comments on YouTube and that, a lot of the people that we chat to, I think, are very similar to us.
Yeah.
So why not come along? I'm sure we'll all get on great.
I'm pretty confident that there will be people who come who are a lot like us. But
I'm a social butterfly anyway, so you'll be fine.
So the plan is, we will meet you in a car park nearby and then go in convoy up to the cottage. You either choose to sleep in the beds, which aren't the most luxurious, but they're fine.
The bunk beds.
Single bunk beds, yeah.
So the single bunk beds, I think there's something like 6 in one room and 7 in the other room. The mattresses have got like a plastic mattress protector on. It's so glamorous. And then when we book the cottage, they say how many people are staying. So if we say there's 13, there'll be 13 mattress protectors left. So you'd have to bring your own bed in, sleeping bags or whatever if you were going to sleep there, pillows, etc.
If you're coming in a car, you've either got the beds as an option. You can there's land. There's quite a lot of land. So if you want to bring a tent and sleep with a tent, that's fine. Or even a hammock. Lots and lots of trees to sting your hammock up on. If you want to sleep in the back of your car, that's fine as well. So regarding vehicles, people sleeping in vehicles, I think we'll get roughly 5, 6, maybe 7 vehicles there, depending on the size of them. So we've got the sleeping in the vehicle as an option, sleeping in a bed as an option. Obviously, if a lot of people want to sleep in beds, you're going to have to share a room. And then obviously there's tents and hammocks and what have you.
I think the other thing is that if we're saying sleep in a vehicle, it's not going to be like a campsite. If you do come and you're sleeping in your van, it won't be a case if you'll have space to put your... you won't have space to put your awning out and all that sort of stuff. It will be like you were parked in a car park.
Yeah.
We're really selling this to you, people. We're really selling it to you.
And I'll probably edit a load of this waffle out. But the summary is, we'll meet you in a car park. You'll come in convoy with us up to the cottage on Saturday, roughly midday Saturday. We'll go up to the cottage. You can have a look around, and then we'll kind of have a little chit chat or whatever. And if the weather's half decent, we'll go for a walk through the forest. Maybe go up to the nearby reservoir. If you want to have a dip, you can. We'll come back through the forest, come back to the cottage, because it'll probably start getting dark early afternoon, mid-afternoon. We'll have a few beers. We'll get the fire on. We'll have some pizza.
Cook some food, or barbecued or fire food.
Yeah, because I'm not going to commit to this, but I might smoke a pork shoulder beforehand and then bring a load of pulled pork. So all we'll need is a load of barms.
I can get the barms.
Yeah.
I've got a contact in the barm world.
But I can't commit to that because if the weather isn't... It takes me 12 to 16 hours to smoke a pork shoulder of a certain size. And if the weather isn't any good beforehand, we'll be able to do it.
But if you like crap food, beer, a dingy dive of a cottage with a fire, and you want to meet up in a beautiful location, and you fancy meeting up with a few people, like-minded people, to have a drink and eat some food, then let us know. We'll make a list, and obviously we'll accommodate as many people as we can. And this video could have been, Merry Christmas everyone. We've had 2,000 subscribers. The cottage is going to be the first weekend in February. Let us know if you want to come. Cheers.
You never know, I might edit it down to just that.
This isn't rehearsed anyway, so as you can see, we're just sat in the conservatory having a drink, and we thought we'd just come and say hello.
We don't rehearse or script anything.
No,
and anyone who's watched us for a while will know full well that we don't.
No.
We just talk shite.
Yeah, Alan just sticks a camera in my face on last week.
Let us know via Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or email. If you prefer to email, you haven't got, if you watch us on YouTube and you don't do social media, send us an email.
Yeah, and if you want more information, just ask, if you're worried about the type of vehicle you've got, or you've got more questions about how you can stay there, then just ask us and obviously we'll get back to you.
We're not bothered if nobody wants to come.
Yeah, we're going anyway.
We've already booked the Friday and Saturday night, so we invite you to come and spend the Saturday night with us in the cottage. We will have a very good time without anyone. We just thought...
That's awful. No.
we just thought we would invite people along. What I'm saying is...
do you know what? He's making it sound like... you're not very inviting.
No.
We'll have a great time if you're not here. I'm not a social butterfly. Don't come, you'll have the worst time of your life.
All I'm saying is, we don't have a massive following.
We don't.
And it's not everybody's cup of tea, this place, either. It's a bit rough around the edges. But sleeping in your van in such a beautiful location, legally, and being able to explore the forest, sit in front of a warm fire, having a toilet to do your number ones and number twos, and I think that's an ideal situation to sleep in your van or sleep in a tent or whatever.
Let's just say, to relax and enjoy the accommodation, I need to be drunk. And run around with my hood up in case I spider attacks me.
Now, obviously, being the beginning of February, if there's bad snow, we might have to cancel last minute, might have to turn people away. The road up there isn't the most accessible. Like Sarah said, if you've got questions, send us a question. Just, if you've got any reservations, just let us know what you're thinking.
The cottage is Saturday the 4th of February. Get in touch if you're interested. If you want more information, let us know. Merry Christmas, everybody!
God, that's not getting any easier there.
No.
Luckily, I've got a wide selection of Northern Monk and Brewdog beers to choose from, so...
What's everyone else up to this Christmas? And what have you got planned for the new year? We should do a live. I wish it was a live. I'd be like...
You wouldn't. There's no point doing a live.
Because no one would talk to us.
You'd have me mum
Yeah, we would.
watching.
And my mum. Because she doesn't know how to use YouTube. She'd just be like... She watched 3 of our videos last night.
I'll take this opportunity now because we never ever say click subscribe, hit the like button. Very rarely ask you to leave us a comment as well. Because you're adults, you know what you need to do. If you like it enough, you'll stick around. All I would say is YouTube hasn't been very friendly to us this last 6 months, as in promoting our videos. And if you like a video and you do click the like button, YouTube goes, these are alright, we'll promote these a bit more. So leave it up to you.
We haven't got a lot planned for next year yet, have we?
We're going the outdoor exhibition, expo thingy-majiggy, yeah.
We're going Kendall Calling.
We go Kendall Calling as well, yeah. Van festivals, so we've been to a few van festivals recently and
we've enjoyed them all.
I quite like them, especially when the weather's good. I won't mind going to a van festival. I think we'll probably do Van Life Eats again. Something like Van Life Eats. It's a little bit more relaxed. If anyone's got a recommendation of a van festival, ideally Midlands, North, perfectly Northwest.
Well, there's that one that I wanted us to go to at like 7 o'clock at night.
Dubbed out community one.
I just thought that was really close, wasn't it?
Sue from Cambervan, went there, didn't she?
Yeah, but it was just really, really close to us, so I think something like that would be maybe...
Altrincham it was.
So maybe look at the date of that one, because that's close, just because it's close by.
A nice festival, a nice van-orientated festival. Doesn't have to be Volkswagen or anything like that. Just a festival where people are in the vans, sitting outside, drinking beer, eating barbecue food, listening to live music, sitting on hay bales, all that palaver.
Yeah, we'll definitely do van life eats again. That was really good. Well, I'm saying we'll definitely do it. That's if this ticket's still available when we come to buy them.
Could probably do with booking them soon, couldn't we?
Yeah.
We've waffled enough. Let us know if you're coming, and if in the unlikely event too many people say they want to come, we'll arrange something else. I'm not sure we'll arrange another night at the cottage unless there's a load of people saying that cottage is exactly what we want, take me there. Then we'll quite happily do a second night there. But if not,
the thing is, we'd like to meet like-minded people who we think we'd get on with, but at the same time, me and Ellen are too shy. So when we go to festivals and stuff, we could even see people that we recognise and we won't go over and speak to them. So arranging this like this way allows us to meet people without us actually having to physically go over and go, hi, my name's Sarah.
it's tying into the van festival thing. So I think the likes of van festivals are better with a group of people. So we went to the van life festival on our own. We stayed in the YouTuber camp creator area. We didn't really know anyone. We didn't really mix with that many people. There was a couple of people that we did previously meet, like Andy and Michelle and what have you, but a few drinks down us and we met the Babbling Brooks, and then all of a sudden it became a much better environment. And I just think sometimes when you've got mates who are into the same type of thing and you all go, let's go meet at this festival, let's go meet at that gathering or whatever, it makes it a much better experience.
But yeah, we're socially awkward. He's not a people person, we're socially awkward.
Yeah, come and meet us and I'll be quiet until I get drunk. Right, send us a message, send us an email. If I haven't put the email address on the screen by now, it'll be in the description box below.
As this is going out after Christmas, I'm guessing, I hope you've all had an amazing Christmas, and I hope you've got plans for a wonderful new year. All the best, everyone, and thank you very, very much.
That's like syrup. I don't think I'll get another one of them. It's not bad, but see ya.
Ta-da.